Hi everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Basically, I want to start off by saying sorry I've been gone for the past few weeks. I haven't been posting. I know that was my New Year's resolution, but I just moved back to school, so I'm just starting to get resituated with being back and my new schedule and everything like that. So thanks for giving me grace in that situation, but I'm hoping that from now on I'll be back doing videos every week. Today I am going to be doing a video about my favorite books. As you can see, this is a large stack. I've liked every book I've read. I basically first want to say that I always hated books. I thought they were so boring. I thought it was the dumbest pastime that anybody could have. Why do you want to use your brain when you're trying to relax? I just really thought that reading was just not for me at all. So middle school, high school, I have maybe liked 2 of the books that I've had to read for classes. Shout out to the 2 books, Unbroken and The Glass Castle. Those were the best 2 books I've read in high school. Other than those 2 books, I have never enjoyed anything that I've ever read. And I did not care about that. I didn't care that I didn't like any of these books. I just had to read them for classes, and sometimes, don't tell them, but sometimes I didn't actually read the book. So yeah, basically, I never liked to read. Well, when I hit my 19th birthday, I think, it was my sophomore year in college, my brother got me a book for Christmas that his friend actually wrote. And I thought that was the coolest thing. So basically, he got me this book for Christmas, was like, Abby, I really think you'll love this book. Like, give it a try. My friend Sarah wrote it. Like, try and read it. So I was like, okay, my brother got me a book. I don't like to read. I'll try it, whatever. Well, this book was amazing. It really got me into wanting to read more books, and it made me realize that I wasn't reading the kind of book that I enjoyed reading. So from then on, I figured out that I really like Christian books or self-help books, or something okay, or something that really, you know, helps me learn something about myself or grow in my faith or grow in being a better person, anything of that nature. That's my background about reading and books and how I didn't like them and whatever. So, as I was saying, this is the book that my brother got me. It's called You Are More Precious Than Gold by Sarah Evangeline. And it says, inspiring young women to embrace their inner beauty. And this book is really good for young as in like high school, college age women. And it really, if you're new to your faith, or you want to grow deeper in your faith, or if you're just really looking to learn more about who God meant for you to be and who you are as a woman in Christ, show you just like a little bit about what it says. It says, God requires all of us to act justly, stand up for your values, and live out your beliefs. Learn to say no and walk away from the dangers of technology and self-absorption. God requires all of us to love mercy and to tell our family and friends about the love and mercy of Christ. God requires us to walk humbly with our God by the way we dress and by what we watch. This book is called Be You, Do Good, Having the Guts to Pursue What Makes You Come Alive by Jonathan David Golden, and he's the founder of Land of a Thousand Hills Coffee Company. And his foreword is by Bob Goff, and I just love that so much. If you don't know who Bob Goff is, he's a super cool guy. He's a Christian author. He's written two books Love Does, and Everybody Always. I don't have those books in this stack. Yeah, so super side note about Bob Goff. Here we go. God, through Bob Goff, took my heart and was like, I don't care how much you don't like this person, you have to love them because they are a child of God. And so, long story short, read Bob Goff. Anything by him. Anyways, be you do good. This book is really about taking you out of your comfort zone and pursuing what God is calling you to do, and the actual job that God is calling you to do. This says, God is not interested in hiding anything from you. Rather, as you pay attention to the kinds of people and work and places that do vitalize you, you can recognize and claim those as being gifts of God. The next one is by one of my favorite people. I feel like I'm gonna say that for every single one of these books. But Jordan Lee Dooley. I got to meet her in Chicago at a book reading, actually. She launched these books and then she went all over the country and did little readings and meet and greets, and I drove to Chicago to see her, and it was incredible. I went with my boyfriend's sister, Emily. Thanks for going with me and letting me stay at your house. But this book is called Own Your Everyday. You can find it at Target, Amazon, and it says, overcome the pressure to prove and show up for what you were made to do. This book I read over the summer, and Jordan walks through the fact that go through life and impact people and love on people and do what God has called you to do, spend time with him, make it worthwhile, make your life worthwhile. It says, don't you get it? Your purpose begins with being 100% you. You showing up every single day in spite of the things you believe disqualify you from trying. This starts with the stuff inside you and the raw and the real you, not the fluff on the outside, on the puffed up version of you. Not you plus all your decorations, not you plus the guy who swiped right on Tinder, or you plus the car you drive, or you plus how much weight you've lost, or you plus whatever other label you've gorilla glued onto your image to cover up your imperfections. The next book, I lost the cover to it, I don't know, but it is The Magnolia Story by Chip and Joanna Gaines, and it's basically just the story of their life, and what I learned from it is that Chip is crazy and Joanna is like the most beautiful woman on the planet. Her heart is so gorgeous. I learned so much from this book about just, you know, helping your partner pursue their passions. This book is A Love Letter Life by Jeremy and Audrey Roloff, and they are from that show Little People Big World. I love this book. My best friend Becca told me to read this book, and it says pursue creatively, date intentionally, and love faithfully. And it's really a story about their love life and how they met and how they grew their dating life and their marriage. This book is Girl Wash Your Face. This is a really good book as well. It's by Rachel Hollis. This book is about, okay, you've been through trials, you've been through things that you don't want to go through, grow from it. Go wash your face, keep going, do what you're meant to be, and you will succeed. You think it's not that easy. Of course it is. This is all about perception, right? Your perception of what's holding you back is currently big and bad and terrifying, but those obstacles are only real if you believe in them. Also, side note, whenever I'm upset about something or whenever I'm like, you know, feel like I am struggling, Jeremy goes, girl, go wash your face. And then it makes me laugh. So shout out to Jeremy for using this book title. The next book is Never Unfriended by Lisa Jo Baker. I think Lisa Jo Baker is the cutest person. But it's called Never Unfriended, The Secret to Finding and Keeping Lasting Relationships. It has really helped me figure out who my friends are, how to be intentional with your friends, how your friendship is not based on what others do for you, but mostly on what you do for others, and just how to love people when they don't want to be loved, how to be there for your friends when they don't want you around, like if they're having a bad day or they're having a bad month or a year, how to still show up for them to make sure that they know that they're loved. So really, really good book. From the first few pages, this says, this book is your friend. It wants to make life easier and friendship less scary. This book does not want to be the boss of you. It wants to be your companion, your cheerleader, your encourager, and your Sherpa on the journey back into friendship. Next book is Love Lives Here by Maria Goff, Bob Goff's wife. And it's really a story of her life, how she met Bob, how she loves on other people. Basically, if you've read Bob Goff, or if you have heard of him, he has done a lot of really cool and crazy things in his life to show people that he cares about them and show people that he loves them. And basically, Maria has said in her book that she is the complete opposite of Bob, and she just wants to be a mom. She wants to love her family, and she's more of an introvert, whereas Bob is an extrovert. But this is kind of a big paragraph, but I just wanted to read it off. It says, we all have ambitions. Some are big and some are small, and a couple things you just do along the way for fun. Our big goals will change over time, as will the small ones. The routines we follow in our lives are what enable our goals to impede them. I know what my goal was for a long time, and I wasn't to sit on top of a float. That was just one of the fun diversions with a couple friends that happened along the way. My biggest goal was to be a mom and a wife. When this became important to me, I didn't know who I would marry, and I didn't know if I could be a mom. None of us do, until we find out we're going to become one. It's a reminder to me that we don't need all the facts about our lives to have beautiful dreams about them. The reason is simple. We all build our lives one petal at a time. And you would understand that last little sentence when you read the book. But great book. Also, I got it wet one time, so. This last book is my favorite book ever. It is called Finding Your Voice by Natalie Grant. What every woman needs to live her God-given passions out loud. It covers all the topics. I think this one is very interesting. It has an entire chapter about health and why you should keep your body healthy for the Lord, which I have never been great at doing, but I am trying to do better at. But that's really interesting. So if anybody is, really focused on their health and fitness and nutrition and stuff like that, reading this book is going to be really cool to guide you in your fitness journey with God. We are free to pursue passions, cultivate talents, and live out loud because of whose we are. We belong to the one who believes in you and me, who calls us forgiven, loved, and valued. He gave each of us a voice and a message, and he was convinced that we could fulfill the plans he has for us. He sacrificed his son so we could have a chance to read them through. So, as you can tell, my stack is gone. Thank you so much for watching my video today. I hope you gained some insight into, you know, who I am as a person a little bit more, and then also I hope you found some good books that you might be interested in reading. Again, I hope you, well, I don't know if I said it at the beginning of the video, but I hope you all enjoyed my background and working on it. I think my plants are adorable. But yeah, I hope you all have a great week coming up. If you have any prayer requests, if you have any book suggestions, if you have any content ideas, please put them in the comments below. I really want to hear from you guys. I get a few comments from family and friends saying like, hey, great job, love the video. I love that so much. I just want to hear from you guys. So leave a comment below, like the video, anything, subscribe to my channel. I would love to be in contact with you guys. But again, I hope you all have a great week coming up, and I hope you enjoyed this video. And don't forget to always be the light.